of these NBA stars are in the worst current situations. Let's fucking see. Let's see
Now
what's
that
good
the
with this switch
Olympics
out.
are over. And first of all, congrats to Team USA winning that gold. That was a crazy historical run. I got a video about our legends coming soon. But now that it's over, we can begin preparing
Why
for
is
the
it lagging?
2025 NBA
Why the
season.
frames drop?
It was truly an epic experience watching our
Whoa,
childhood
frames
heroes
are
unite
dropping.
to defeat some of the world's greatest talents, like easily one of my favorite
LeBron.
basketball moments. But unfortunately,
By the way, just insane Olympic roster there. The fucking Avengers. The old heads were the ones that backpacked the squad, which is crazy.
in about 2
LeBron,
months,
KD, and
whatever their
Steph.
realities are, basketball team-wise in the NBA, they have to return to. Last week, in the mix of everything going on, Lauri Markkanen
Bro, I really
signed his
thought Lauri
extension,
Markkanen
and
was
he
gonna. I really thought he was gonna go to the Warriors. Oh my god, we found a game. I was fully expecting Markkanen to not. If anything, if he was gonna be on another team and not be on the Jazz, because why? I mean, I can see why. That's a big ass bag. 238 mil is crazy. But like, you're not gonna do anything there besides just get the bag, which I respect still. But you know, I thought he would try to go to somewhere that they would actually have a chance to win some games.
in the mix of everything going on, Lauri Markkanen signed his extension, and he was pretty much the last big domino to fall. So the team.
I really expected him to go to like the Spurs or the Warriors.
So let's not waste any more
Mikal
time.
Bridges.
These are the players, in my opinion, that aren't in the most ideal situations.
I'm gonna take my guesses. I know Curry's on the thumbnail, so obviously, but even without him being on the thumbnail, I would have guessed Curry because I mean Clay just left, and Draymond's already kind of mid, and it's really just him. They didn't get Markkanen, so you know that roster's kind of cooked. Maybe LeBron. I mean, he has AD, but like, oh, we found a game. Fuck. He has AD, but like, other than that, the roster's always been like kind of nothing around them. So, but that's a stretch. I don't think that's really someone that's gonna be like in a bad spot.
Players, in my opinion, that aren't in the most ideal situations.
I'm gonna say Steph, Trae Young.
Do you want to be that person that says I'm staying with one franchise for my entire career, or is it just contingent upon where the franchise is?
Yeah, I mean, I can clearly say I want to be a Warrior.
I can't think of anyone else. Trae Young, Steph.
But like you said, life and especially life in the NBA.
Kawhi Leonard on the
is a
Clippers.
wild environment, and things change quickly. The league has changed quickly.
I can't think of anyone
so we're
else.
trying to adapt and evolve. Of course, the goal is always to be to finish my career.
Yeah, I don't know. Those are the main three that pop up in my head, though.
Lie. I was happy at the time when Steph won his championship 2 years ago. For a
They should
multitude
not have
of
won that
reasons.
chip. Fucking Celtics blew it, bro. Absolute choke job.
Mainly the little finals
God
MVP
damn
monkey
it.
finally getting off his back and all the stupid ass narratives that surrounded such a pioneer's legacy. But now, 2 years later, I'm even more happy because I don't know if he can get back to that, especially in that jersey. And that's tough for me to say. Golden
Yeah.
State, even through all the trials,
I don't
all
think
the
he's. I think he's gonna
tribulations, the
stay.
different bottom,
Actually, I
draft
don't
and
know.
bust, they were able to
I
squeeze
I
all
want to
the
think he's
juice
gonna stay a
left
Warrior
out of
for
that
the whole
big
for his whole
three
career,
limit.
but at the same time,
But currently, they're in a very
if
odd
Clay left,
spot.
you know, if
Clay
Steph really
in
wants to
Dallas
win, he'll
may
leave.
not be the most significant loss on the court, especially
He'll definitely
if Buddy
leave.
can still provide enough spacing for Steph and Dre to do what they do. I know for whatever reason, it didn't really work out for Buddy in Philly, but since he entered the league, the only players that shoot 40% with the amount of attempts that he has is literally the Splash Bros,
Literally.
Kyrie,
All right,
and
let's
him.
look at these stats real quick. The new Splash Bro. Oh god, I forgot Buddy Hield's on the Warriors. Oh yeah, nah, this is not gonna be a replacement, but he is a good shooter. Like let's not cap. He's still a good shooter. He's above that. He's like
So
top 10.
That may not be the biggest loss, especially since Clay isn't quite the defender he used to be. But for the morale of the team, it just has to be. It has to be weird. Then
Yeah, it
the
is.
Lauri Markkanen
Splash
deal
Bro.
not falling through. It essentially made
How
that
would it
team
not be
stay
weird
put
if we
in a
didn't-
West that to me clearly got better. Last year,
Yeah,
I believe we
Markkanen
had
needed to go
10
to the
teams
Warriors. That would've
finish
been-
above 500 for the first time, I think, ever without Ja Morant.
The West
Warriors
is loaded,
couldn't even
bro,
make
and
the
that's not even
playoffs
with
in
Ja.
that West. I'm not
Healthy
mad at them
Zion.
for not blowing up their entire roster to get
Like,
Lauri, because
Rockets
Danny
are
Ainge
up and
does
coming
have a
too.
history
They're
of
about to be
finessing
nice next
teams,
year.
and
Hopefully,
he's
I would
typically
hope.
not who you want to deal with.
Ime
Also,
Udoka's a good
his
coach for
asset
them.
price seems to be very unreasonable, and I'm not even sure how much better they would have gotten championship-wise with Lauri. But that team, they didn't get much better, and Steph, he doesn't really have that much time.
That's a
missed
beautiful
on
jump
Paul
shot.
George.
That's a
They
beautiful
literally
jump shot,
just
man.
missed on Lauri
Goddamn.
Markkanen. Now, since he signed this extension, he can't be traded next year. So now it feels like Golden State is putting all their chips into Jonathan
Look at the
Kuminga,
cum
who
bucket.
I love to take another
Look at the cum
massive
bucket.
leap.
Hey,
And
pump
I
fake.
don't
Hey,
like
over
that
Victor.
plan for Steph or Dre because, like I said, those guys don't have
Oh my God,
much
he's gonna
time.
pull that.
Also,
Hey.
it feels like Steph, at least, he's tied for
God
average to go
damn.
too
How do
much
you even
time.
like get? That's so crazy to me,
Also,
bro.
it feels like Steph, at least, he's tied for average to Golden
That's
State.
so
because
insane.
He's tagged as that one loyal one left in the league. So at 36, he's really in a tough spot. Giannis, he's a player that
Giannis,
I'm
he's like, I'm a
really
freak on the
starting to
court and a
worry about,
freak on the
like,
sheets.
deadass. I don't care that he hasn't really played in May in like
Hey.
2 years. This man is still, to me, the second best player in the league behind Jokic.
Nah, yeah, he's a
and
freak. He's an
I don't
actual
want him
freak.
to
No
get
pun
left
intended.
in the dust with a stagnant old team. Now, I'm not blaming Milwaukee because in his prime,
I
they
mean, he
tried
got, to be
a-
fair, he got Milwaukee a chip. I would not blame him or be mad at him if he decided to finally leave Milwaukee or force his way out, because honestly, that roster is getting old, or already is old as fuck. And they're just not going to ever probably get back to that same status that they were when they won the chip. And even them winning the chip that year was kind of like a lucky run in terms of like the fact that the Suns blew the 2-0 lead that they had, and like the journey to get there too. Like they had the Hawks in the conference finals, and like, you know, it's just like
aggressive, and they've done stuff
like,
that
like
makes
it could have gone a lot of different ways.
because in his prime, they've tried to be aggressive and they've done stuff that made sense and it's worked. Moving Eric Bledsoe to ultimately get Drew Holiday and win a championship in their first year. This move hasn't really aged well.
Shout
so
out
far,
Drew.
but moving Drew Holiday,
He
to get
basically got the
Dame,
Celtics one
it
too.
made sense at that time.
Drew's
and
the key piece, man. Drew was the key piece for both teams all along.
all did love it, but it did weaken their identity, which was always defense. And if Dame can't make up for that offensively, being the
Yeah,
crazy
Dame time's cool and
potent
all,
offensive
but
weapon he's
their
always
defense
been,
was really good
well,
when
the
they won the
move is
chip.
going to age like trash. Number one, they unintentionally gave Drew to
Hey,
their biggest
see that?
opponent. And
Damn,
Citrus.
man, I'm at the
Number
rim.
one,
Look at
they
this shit.
unintentionally
Hey,
gave
this
Drew
shit out here.
to their biggest opponent. And since the East has
Nah, yeah,
gotten
you literally gave him to the
significantly
one
better,
contender that's
now
like
for
always gonna
Milwaukee,
be at
they just
your throat
feel
every
old,
season.
stuck, and somewhat
But they
like
got Dame, so
peaked
you'd think it'd be
in
like a
2021.
like fair
Chris
switch,
Middleton
but
was 29-30 when they
Middleton
won that
is fucking
championship, and he played
booty
a
juice
huge
right
role
now.
in that run. He was so good. Some people was
Look at
even
that.
calling Giannis the Rock.
like that's what I'm saying. Like their championship run was so perfectly orchestrated in terms of like everything falling together at the right time, because Middleton has not played that good, as good as the title run since then. I mean,
But
yeah, he's gotten
since
injured and
it
shit, but
feels
like,
he's been
let's be real,
aging
Middleton
in
ain't doing
dog
that.
years. His knee still doesn't seem quite right. And this summer,
he's got bad
reportedly,
knees now.
He had 2 ankle surgeries on both feet.
And
That
2
don't
ankle
sound
surgeries.
good.
God damn.
Milwaukee essentially has all their money tied.
Look
to
at all
this
those old
older-
heads on their team, bro. Giannis is still under 30. I thought, damn, that's crazy. He's about to be 30 though. I thought he was like 28, still 27, but never mind. He's 29, and Dame's 34. Oh my God. Brook Lopez, I knew was an old head. Bobby Porter's about to be 30. Damn,
that
bro.
core.
33
and
Middleton.
Now that Mikal Bridges went to New
Oh,
York
yeah,
with the
Mikal.
Nova Knicks, and Paul George came back east.
Oh my
and the
God.
Celtics, they're
Look at this
still gonna
fucker.
be
Look at this
there.
guy.
I'm not sure
Pandemic
if a
Pete.
34-year-old Dame and Giannis, if that's enough now. I don't want Giannis's prime years to be wasted with this current situation that just doesn't feel the most ideal. I love him, but it
Yeah.
just doesn't feel the best for his career.
I feel like
It
he's
almost
too
feels like
tied to
Brandon
the city
Ingram
though. Like he's
is
not gonna leave
forgotten
him
about
like
when
that.
We talk about the younger modern stars.
Brandon
I know
Ingram?
He's not the youngest, but he's only 26, 27. Currently, he's in a tough situation.
Yeah,
and it
'cause-
seems
oh,
like
it's
now
true.
that
I
we
forgot
know
about Brandon
Lauri is
Ingram.
staying put in Utah, Brandon's market is damn near frozen. Golden State has made it clear they don't really want Brandon Ingram.
I don't know why Ingram wouldn't want to just stay in New Orleans. They got a good thing going though. Like I mean, yeah, he's not gonna. I know he wants to get his and eat too, but like, I would take a little bit just to be on a good team. You got Zion, they got DeJounte now too, no?
Eden is still one of the most lethal, efficient mid-range scorers, but his style
at that.
isn't
Hey.
really preferred in today's league. This is somewhat of the same problem DeMar
that's a good
DeRozan
move.
has faced, and why his market hasn't always been the best. In fact, in the last
Look
2
at that
years,
mid-range, man.
these are the highest scorers shooting under 4 3-pointers a night. The majority of
Oh
them
my
are
God.
bigs, or they're anomalies like Shea
Zion.
and Jimmy who make up for it for how frequently they get to the line. Also, Brandon hasn't
Brandon
been the
Ingram?
healthiest these past 2 years. So him wanting a max
Yeah, nah,
deal
he's
from
always
New
got
Orleans
hurt, even
his
when
style
he was on the
really
Lakers.
doesn't even fit the best with Zion.
But when
and
he's
his
out there,
market
he's
is damn
good.
near
He's solid,
frozen.
above
It's
average
a
All
tough
Star.
situation. When I look at teams that did it
That's like his
right,
peak though, above like a
OKC,
fringe All
Houston,
Star,
even
a
Orlando
little bit
now,
above All Star.
I can't help but feel bad for Cade Cunningham, bro.
Oh my
this team
God,
has-
Cade Cunningham, bro. Brandon would be smart and stay. I can't read. Brandon would be smart to stay and could build Zion. No, literally. I'm thinking the same thing. I'm like, why you gotta leave though?
but feel bad for Cade
My
Cunningham.
boy's in purgatory, bro. He's
This
got
team has been
his new teammate is Tobias Harris. Like, can you believe that shit? You know how crazy that is? Have your newest teammate and your like second best player be Tobias Harris.
in a standstill rebuild for years, and it doesn't
14
feel like
and
it's getting
68.
any better. Last year, we know they embarrassingly lost
God damn.
28 consecutive games, and even through that, I'm still a big fan of Cade. I don't think it was his fault at all. Fresh off basically an entire second year
played
off
good,
with
though.
an injury, playing beside some of the worst spacing in the league, his efficiency still improved, and he's playing with an organization with no direction or really stability.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing the young
I
players.
cannot
because
believe
they
that
don't
he's
draft
still there
themselves,
and, like,
but
not
more so the
crashing out.
fits. Last year, they drafted Asar Thompson, who's great defensively and very athletic, but in a shooting league, he provides zero spacing. I don't know if Detroit is
Nothing,
still
bro.
stuck in the
Nothing, no
thousands.
value
I don't
on
know,
offense.
But please look around the league and what's actually working. Look at Boston. Look at Dallas. Look at the team
Like,
that's
Asur is
actually
a
winning. You
defensive
need some
demon,
type
but,
of
like,
spacing
god
around your
damn,
best
bro, have him
players.
learn a jump
Again,
shot.
Not bashing the young.
As long as he
because
can just shoot
probably
a
could be
three
really good player in
consistently,
the
bro.
league, and he ain't draft himself. But they drafted with the 5th pick this year, Ron Holland, another athletic defensive wing that doesn't really help their current situation. They
Yeah,
desperately need spacing.
they got a lot of
and
defenders,
that's just
but-
not what he provides right now. Just look at their last few draft picks outside of Cade. Nothing to really help their number one pick,
fucking feel like
Cade,
something's stuck in my
thrive as a
throat.
playmaker, which he ultimately is. Gave Monty Williams the biggest
Hey.
contract ever. Just
Oh my
to
God, Monty
fire him
Williams. Oh my God. This is that dude that choked the 2-0 lead in the finals.
a year later. Questionable draft picks.
Crazy ass
I
money.
do like that.
Look
they
at this
finally got some
guy.
vets on their squad now with Tobias Harris
Yeah,
and
but
Tim
is
Hardaway Jr.
Okay, that's a
but
good
I
vet.
don't like the direction
But like, Tim Hardaway Jr. is cool, but like, you're gonna get Tobias Harris and say that's a good vet to have on your team. That dude's a money bag chaser, bro. He's not even trying to win.
of that team, and I do feel sorry for a promising
And
talent.
he's got no like experience in winning. Like, yeah, they went to playoffs, but like he ain't win shit. And he's the reason that he lost most of those times they were in the playoffs.
like Cade. I'm gonna keep it short when I talk
Tobias
about Trae
Harris over
Young,
me?
But when I look at that 2018 draft, that's what makes me feel bad for Trae Young right now.
See, yeah, Trae
the
Young.
worst part about when we get new talent is the old current talent damn near gets bad.
knew Trae Young would be on this.
Forgotten about. It's almost as if what they do now is like irrelevant. Like, oh yeah, he averages 26 and 11. Oh yeah, who cares? Trae got off to such a fast start,
That can-
team
yeah,
success wise,
the
and
ch-
now it feels like his
the-
whole.
The 2021 season where they got to the conference finals. I mean, it was a Cinderella run, but like I thought they were gonna build off of that. I really did. I thought they were gonna make that become a consistent thing where the Hawks are like up there in the.
Class has caught up and it's completely.
The rosters was
tanked his
good.
value.
That was a good
Trey
roster,
was the
and they
first
could
one
have
to make
still
the
improved it because they had
conference
the cap
finals. I know
space.
Luka popped off as the immediate best player in the
But they
draft.
fucked up getting DeJounte instead of any other free agent. That's where they fucked up, because they used that free agent money I was talking about to get DeJounte, and he did not fit at all with the team they had.
But team-wise, success winning-wise, Trey as the immediate best player in the draft. But team-wise, success winning-wise, Trey took the baton first. And since it's like he's been in quicksand, and look at everyone else in his class. Luka just made the finals last year. Shea
Oh, yeah,
was second
Luka.
in MVP voting, and he had the first seed. And they're favorites to make the finals this year.
Whoa,
Jalen Brunson
what?
has now arrived as damn near a superstar. And
Brunson
his
is
team
crazy.
now is a real threat with them.
I
getting
never
Mikal
thought he was
Bridges.
gonna be
Mikal
what he
Bridges
is right
was
now in New
also
York.
in that
I
draft.
can't lie.
Seeing
I
Atlanta
was
had
not
the first
familiar
pick
with
in the
Bro's
draft
game.
and a blown up experiment with Murray that never really made sense. And Trey's trade value looks
Yeah,
somewhat
DeJounte
invisible.
was
I can't help but
really
feel
weird
somewhat
pickup.
sorry for him. It feels like we can say this about damn near anybody.
I
if we
wouldn't
want
blame
to,
Trey if he
but
wanted to
he
live-
truly
if he
feels
wanted
like
to
the
leave
most
Atlanta.
underrated player in the league now. I'll never forget about 2021 Zach LaVine. Like, I'll never forget about it. He was special.
2021
Bro's
Zach
game just
LaVine.
looked so damn polished, and offensively, he was like the perfect blend of athleticism with a jump shot
Hey.
on all three levels.
Hey.
Remember that game versus Atlanta where he had like 39 in the first half? Like I said, bro, he was special, healthy. But now,
Nah, yeah,
only
Zach
at,
Levine's
like,
only
28,
enemy is
he
fucking.
feels like one of the
He's
most
28?
unwanted,
I thought he was
undesired
already in
players
his
the
30,
league
at
on
least
a
30.
Terrible contract. To me, his downfall hasn't even really been much of his fault. DeMar and Vooch joined that team, and since
Damn,
that
bro, that's
affected
tough, 'cause
his
he's really
numbers,
good.
which is expected. He sacrificed. Lonzo hasn't been there, and that
Bro,
team
Lonzo
looked
not
great
being
when
there
he
was really
And
the
to
main
me,
reason
Zach,
why
he's a
they
player
fell
that
off,
needs a true
too.
point to just thrive and do what he does well. Also, Zach, he's been injured nonstop, and it's always hard to work yourself back and
Like,
get
yeah,
into
nah,
a
it's
flow
just
when
chalked.
you're always recovering from an injury. The year before last, when he actually had
Hey.
some continuity playing basketball and not always coming back from an injury, post All-Star break, he looked like Zach LaVine, averaging 27, efficiency.
Bro, it's so crazy because they were the 1 seed for like half the
And
season.
basically misses
2021,
the
I
entire
think.
season, which ultimately hurts his value.
And
So
that
now he has to
basically
awkwardly go back
was
to
like the
Chicago,
best, the
where he
peak of their
probably
season.
doesn't
They
wanna
made
be,
playoffs, but
and
they ended up
it's just
they
a
went from
very
1
rough
seed to like
situation
8th
for a
seed,
player
and then they
like
lost to
him.
the Bucks or
I hope
something,
he
I
gets
think.
back. And lastly,
But it's like,
Jimmy
damn, bro,
Butler.
they really had a
I feel
chance
like
to
I
do
talk
something.
about very same light every single year, and I feel like a
He's
broken
like,
record,
Tobias Harris
but
over
nothing
me?
changes, so I have to. It looks like going
I
forward.
don't know how the
that's
hell they
going to be
picked Tobias
Bam's
Harris over
team
Jimmy
now,
Butler.
and it
That's so
should be.
crazy.
He just
Look at
got
him.
the extension. He's balling at the Olympics. He's the most available. He's 27 with a ton of experience and
Nah,
success
Bam's nice. That
already.
ain't gonna lie,
So
Bam's
it does
nice as
make
hell.
sense. Pat Riley damn near just came out and said it's hard to commit to Jimmy again long term with his age and his health. So
Yeah,
this might be
he
his
might
last year.
he might
there.
be done after this year,
is
to be
basically
honest.
Jimmy's last year under contract, and why I always feel
He's
bad
gonna get another
for him
contract, but
is
it's
because,
not gonna be as
well,
good.
He's given them so
Unless he
much
goes absolutely
without
stupid
much
this
in
year.
return. 3 conference finals appearances.
Unless he
2
goes
finals
bonkers.
appearances, and it always feels like Miami, they miss on every single big name. Next year, they're basically running it back with the exact same.
This
big
roster's
3
crazy, though.
they
It's just
had
literally
4
Jimmy
years ago
and
when they made
Bam.
the finals. Bam, Tyler Hero, and Jimmy Butler. I really like Jaime Jaquez, and he will continue
Yeah,
to
Jaime
get better,
Jaquez
but
is
they
good.
never
Look at
make
him.
the
Hey.
big moves. And like I said about Milwaukee,
Hey,
the East got better.
I
You
won.
can't stay stagnant.
Bro,
Um,
let's be real. The Sixers did not get better. They are gonna be the same. This is not gonna change anything.
If you guys like this video, comment any players that I left off this list and tell me how you feel about
Damn,
my
it's
list.
over?
I will be
No.
doing the best.
Oh, at perfect timing, I guess.
Turn on
Found the
post
game.
notifications, do whatever.